Wanna cause no problems. I just wanna live my life, but I keep on hearing about nonsense. Me and my dons ain't mobsters, but you know when you see imposters. We know how to read them faces, same way you know how to read them comments. If you wanna talk, let's talk, but around here, make sure you walk and your talk is constant.
Hey everybody, and welcome to the Death to Vanilla podcast. I'm your host, Stephen Burkhart with Burkhart Creative Agency, and I'm just so excited that you're watching. If you guys have listened before, you probably have listened to the Digital Hustle show, and to be honest, we're rebranding, we're changing things up a little bit because, well, it's 2021 and we learned a lot in 2020, and we're excited to share those things that we learned with you. First things first, we discovered that we were targeting small business owners. And while some of the businesses that we reach out to may be small business owners, we're realizing that a lot of our target market is actually just other marketers, marketing directors, marketing managers that are trying to put together awesome teams to make content for their businesses that they work for. And so we're excited to make that kind of content for you, to be able to help you see where we're coming from as far as our version and our vision for marketing, as well as be able to explain to you a little bit about what we do and where we see marketing headed, especially in relationship with video, which is what our specialty is. So I'm excited to have you on board. Some of the subjects we're going to be talking about is, how video fits into the overall plan for your business, some do's and don'ts, and just really our vision of how innovation in video fits in with your business. There's a wide variety of people out there that have been doing marketing for a short period of time, who have been doing it for a long period of time, businesses whose boards and leadership very much embrace the idea of innovation and doing new things, and those who are very much in the trenches, have been doing it a long time and don't really see the value in taking the risk and taking the time to learn something new. And I think you're going to find out that we've got a little bit of room for everyone on here. I think that no matter where you come from and no matter what you've typically been used to for marketing, we'll have something for you. And we're going to challenge you. For the people who are fresh into it and just trying everything, we're going to challenge you to make sure that you really have some great processes in place so that you know how to measure the results of these new things that you're doing. For those of you who have been in the trenches for a long time, we're going to challenge you and push you to try new things, because we believe that, quite honestly, there's a lot of opportunity and some really, really great, reasonable, logical reasons as to why, and we'd like to have the opportunity to prove that to you. Now, it's not just going to be me talking the whole time, as I'm sure smooth and sultry as my voice may be to you. I don't like to hear myself talk all the time. And I'm an introvert, I'm a 5, and I'm more of a researcher and a planner and a designer than I am someone who just enjoys talking all the time. So we're going to have guests on. We're going to have people who have other experience in marketing industry, whether it's video, photo, copy, graphics, like direct ads, stuff like that. Things that will be really, really helpful for you. And so that'll give you an opportunity to be able to have different perspectives. And so that way we can work through some of those challenges, right? Like we were talking before, innovation can be scary. It can be uncertain. And some of the people that we interview are going to be working through some of those things. So with a podcast name like Death to Vanilla, surely there's going to be something a little bit different and crazy going on here. And I really hope I deliver on that. Why do we have that kind of crazy name? Well, picture this with me. So we have the situation where the barrier to entry on creating has dropped, right? The idea is that the middle ground of what used to be acceptable content, that was passable content that people would still watch because it was there, right? That is shrinking, right? It's almost like the middle class, it's shrinking, right? And so we have this problem where now it's either crap or it's good. And as the noise level is absurdly high, there are absurd amount of people creating content. And so for you to go and make vanilla, half-ass content is just not going to make it anymore. And so we want to be able to have a podcast that really teaches you how to be bold with tact and with class, right? But also like fully embrace being bold. You know what I mean? A motorcycle brand like, say, Indian Motorcycles is going to have a bold message, but it's still going to have polish. It's still going to have class, right? But they could easily make vanilla content that doesn't make them stand out anymore. So to pull it all back, We just have this idea that the Death to Vanilla podcast is going to be for marketing directors who are really looking for someone with a voice and a perspective on where things are headed, a framework of how to handle those changes and experiment with new things, as well as being able to have a bold, like courageously creating content that will hopefully not get them in trouble, right? But at the same time, kind of ride that edge of, this is going to actually stand out. This is actually going to matter. This actually has an opinion to it. It's bold, right? It's Death to Vanilla. So thank you guys so much for watching, for listening, whether you're on a podcast or whether on YouTube. I would greatly appreciate it if you guys could listen to this, share this, so that way people can get on board with the new direction that we're headed. If you can go on Apple iTunes and give it a review, an honest review, that would be so helpful, because just like anything else, there's like 6 million podcasts, and for you to be able to go and give a review would just be incredibly helpful to be able to rise above the noise of the vast number of podcasts, right? And so if you could, go like, subscribe, share, write reviews. And I am so excited. We literally already have a fat lineup of people who are doing interviews, and I think you are going to love them. They are high achievers. They're doing great things. They're being bold. They're doing cool marketing. And so you're really going to enjoy it. So thank you so much for watching. Have a good one.
Wanna cause no problems. I just wanna live my life, but I keep on hearing about nonsense. Me and my dons ain't mobsters, but you know when you see imposters, we know how to read them faces, same way you know how to read them comments. If you wanna talk, let's talk, but around here, make sure you walk and your talk is constant.